Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Thursday's episode of C-SPAN. We are live this morning at our Heart of the Sea, and I'm joined by Chris this morning, who is going to do a special presentation that you would normally see when the aquarium is open.
Thank you, Megan. So yes, my name is Chris, and of course right here we are at the Heart of the Sea habitat, which is our second largest habitat here at the Florida Aquarium, and it actually helps us a little bit more get connected to kind of like our oceans, and also help us learn a little bit more about the work that we do with coral, which is a big thing we do here at the Florida Aquarium. So a lot of people do oftentimes have this misconception that thinking ocean conservation is just helping out all the little fishes in the water, and it's actually more than just that. We also oftentimes want to engage in a lot of ocean conservation to also help out ourselves, because we actually get many things from our oceans. For example, one of the biggest things we oftentimes get from the ocean is going to be foods. First thing that everyone oftentimes will be thinking of, and yeah, we have an entire category of food literally just called seafood. That's because that is where it is from. But we also get many different forms of medicines from the ocean. In fact, scientists every single year are discovering brand new medications just from our ocean. And hey, also about 50% of the oxygen we breathe derives from algae that are living in our oceans. So overall, if you are a fan of breathing, you might want to appreciate those algae quite a bit, because hey, we all need that oxygen to survive. So in some ways, you kind of see that we're all connected to the oceans of the world.
And speaking of being connected to the oceans, we're all about to get this little ocean right here.
Yep, so that is actually going to be our diver Matthew, who's also going to be joining us for our presentation, and let's see a couple of cool views within this habitat. And he'll be coming in just a moment. But also this habitat, we also want to talk a little about some of the other ways to help guests get a little more connected. You actually notice on some of our monitors, we actually have live video inside this habitat showing us our coral cave. This is a special sheltered location that a lot of our animals can actually go in there and hide out. So at one point in time, you can find our sea turtle shelling in there, some of our tarpon, or even our nurse shark might be. We also have a couple other cameras in here. For example, we have a camera showing off a couple of these weird white structure things, which we'll talk a little bit more in just a few moments. And of course, we also have another third camera, and it's one of my personal favorites, because every time I turn on a very handsome engineer, oftentimes gets on in the frame, as long as there's no big lens flare. By the way, this camera is actually on Matt's head. Hi, Matt.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, so Matt, it seems like you see a number of cool things in there. Do you mind telling us some things you find?
Of course. So if you're hooked to my camera here, turn to my left here. We've got Sheldon the water and sea turtle. He's sleeping back in his cave right there. A lot of different kinds of fish around me. If I turn here, we got one of the southern rays swimming against the acrylic window. Some tarpon, some of the bladderhead sharks sitting up on my head here, and then of course, and we got Mikey, our nurse shark, lives in here, and then our coral trees.
Yeah, so I did mention a little bit about the white structure things, which you just said are coral trees. Do you mind telling us a little bit more about them, Matt?
Of course. So guys, coral reefs around the world not only provide a very safe habitat for diverse community of sea life, but they also protect our beaches from things like wave action and beach erosion. And if everybody watching likes going to the beach just as much as I do, keeping our coral reefs safe is very, very important. Unfortunately, however, a lot of the coral reefs around the world are either sick or dying. Chris, I think we have some video of some healthy versus not healthy coral reef.
Yep, so you guys actually happen to be looking at our monitors. We're actually seeing video of what a nice, good, healthy coral reef should look like. As you notice, amongst a lot of these coral, you see lots of bright different colors, lots of little fishes all swimming around. Now, I know coral oftentimes mistaken as being some kind of plant or a rock, but it actually isn't. It is instead a large colony of animals called puffs that all living together in this giant superstructure. So it's not only just one animal, it's actually a colony of animals all living together. But there's even more life in coral than most people don't even realize. What's actually giving these coral reefs a lot of their colors is actually a special kind of algae. It has a fancy name known as zooxanthellae. These algae coexist within the tissues of the corals, giving the bright colors, and they also engage in that good old photosynthesis, or turning that sunlight into usable energy. But unfortunately, a lot of coral reefs often get stressed out, become sick, and look more stark white in color, almost like this coral right here.
Yeah, so what you're seeing in the video right here, the coral isn't dead yet, but it is very, very sick. It's what we call bleached coral. if it continues to be like this, continues to be bleached, it will eventually die. You see how all the color is gone, and sooner or later we'll be left with dead coral.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this is happening to coral reefs all over the world.
Yes, but the good news is, by planting these coral trees, we're reintroducing new corals into the environment. This not only helps us reconnect with the sea, but helps fix what once was a broken, bleached coral reef.
Yep, and that's why it's very important here at the Florida Aquarium. We try to work a lot with our corals, and we can do it in many different ways. So we were talking about a little about these coral trees right here. So how these coral trees essentially work is we actually break out the corals into smaller fragments. And then we actually were hanging on a tree like that. Down the Florida Keys, we actually have huge groves of these coral trees. And essentially what we're trying to do is have that coral engage in a form of asexual reproduction. Or essentially it's self-cloning. It's kind of similar to like if you were to cut off your arm and your arm grows another you. Obviously, please don't do that at home. But what we're trying to do by planting these coral trees is to gain the coral to grow a lot more, and we can actually get up to 10 to 12 inches of growth just on a tree such as that. Which might not seem like a whole lot, but it is when you remember coral only naturally grows just a single inch a year. So we're kind of gaming the system in that way. We also can work with a lot of our coral spawns right here in the Florida Aquarium. But another big thing that we mostly try to do, and kind of one of the most important things, is try to engage in a lot of our coral education. Because what's oftentimes going to be affecting a lot of these corals is going to be a lot of the greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide, being sent up into our atmosphere. What these gases wind up doing is actually start warming up the ocean temperatures, which causes the stress and causes sickness in a lot of corals, which is causing this coral bleaching. So find ways to actually help our corals, try to get everyone else involved, and simply just find ways to save energy. Now, reducing your carbon footprint, and there's many different small, easy things you can do at home. One of the simplest things you can do is simply turn off the lights whenever you leave a room. By simply doing that, you're actually helping save energy. You're also saving money on your electric bills, so that already should be a good win situation for there. But it's also going to be helping save our corals. But there's many other things you can do as well. You can actually take shorter showers. You can reduce the amount of plastic you're using in general. Eat less meat, or even engage in more sustainable seafood. But if you want to take your sport a step further, you can actually visit our website at flquarium.org, and you actually sign up for AIM Beach Cleanup. So we do them throughout the year. Just go to our website, you can actually find out how to join one of these organizations. So again, there's many things you can do to help out corals and help save the energy. Turn off the lights, engage sustainable seafood, or hey, participate in beach cleanup. Again, this is very important. We do want to be helping out a lot of the animals in the ocean, not just because they're all nice and pretty, that should be a good reason already, but it's also because it's going to be helping us. We get food from the ocean, getting medicines, and again, we get oxygen to breathe. So my main point is by the some point today, we should take a nice big deep breath and hey, thank coral. Now that is more or less getting allusion to close to the presentation parts of this area. What we're mostly doing now is actually engage in a lot of question and answers. So if you guys have any questions for either myself or even Diver Matt, make sure you post it right on our Facebook page, and we'll try to answer your questions live on camera. Also learn a little bit more about the coral. Okay, do you have any questions for us?
So for everyone watching at home, if you have any questions for Chris or Matt in the heart of the sea, put them in the comments below and we can answer them now live on camera.
So we have a couple cool things we do on our table right here. I did mention a little bit earlier, we do work a lot with actually our coral spawn. So as corals actually spawn just once a year down in the Florida Keys, we actually have a special spawn net such as this one, which you can actually put over a piece of coral and actually have that spawn get collected in a little collection cup right here at the very top. That's sometimes what we can use to take over to our labs and work with the coral spawn that way. But we also recently became one of the first aquariums in the world to actually get Atlantic coral to spawn within our care. And even more recently from there, we even got cactus coral to spawn with us. So it's kind of cool that we're trying to engage in that good science and we're working with a lot of our coral reefs throughout the entire world.
All right, Chris, we have a question from Colleen. What are the hanger type things in that habitat?
What are the hanger-type things in this habitat? I've been talking for a while, Matt. Would you like to explain the hanger-type things?
Sure. So guys, these are the coral trees I was talking about. So we have coral coming from these PVC, what we call trees made out of PVC pipe. And this allows the coral to actually grow at, what is it, Chris, 10 times faster?
10 times faster, or 10 to 12 inches a year.
There you go. So we grow the small corals to start them off, and once they're big enough, excuse me, Sheldon, once they're big enough, we'll actually go and plant them on the reef once they're the proper size.
Yeah, so those are coral trees, and this is one of the ways we're trying to help grow that coral a lot faster to 10, 12 inches compared to the single-inch growth coral naturally does.
All right, we have a question from Rachel. How many sharks live in the habitat?
How many sharks live in the habitat? Well, in this habitat, we actually just have our 3 sharks. We have 2 bonnetheads, which is a small species of hammerhead shark. You don't see where they're at the moment. There's one right there. You might be able to see it better with Matt's monitor.
One's right there.
Yeah, there's one right there. We also have Mikey, our nurse shark, who's sleeping right there down at the very bottom. Small little boy. He might get a little bit bigger than that. Bonnetheads, they're full size.
All right, we have a question from Localism, Florida. How can we donate to help the corals?
How can you donate to help the corals? Well, if you actually visit our website again, flaquarium.org, we still are accepting donations to actually help a lot of the animals, not only just here at the Florida Aquarium, but also help a lot of animals out in the wild. So again, we do a lot of work with our corals. So you can go send your donations at our website, or you go directly to our coral conservation.
All right, a question from Kaylee. Who is your favorite animal in the heart of the sea?
Who's my favorite animal in the heart of the sea? I should think me and you both kind of answer that. My personal favorite is actually Mr. Sheldon, our sea turtle. Mainly I'm a bit of a reptile fanatic, so, and being a reptile, I'm going to go with him. Also, he has good personality. How about you, Matt? What's your personal favorite?
My favorite guy in here is Mikey the nurse shark.
Mikey the nurse shark. Good fellow.
All right, another question from Janelle. Why does Sheldon live at the aquarium?
Why does Sheldon live here at the Florida Aquarium? It's a great question, you know. So it should be worth mentioning, all the sea turtles that actually live here at the Florida Aquarium on our habitat, for one reason or another, were deemed unreleasable. Meaning, for whatever reason, they are not able to go back out into the wild because they wouldn't survive very well. In Sheldon's case, unfortunately he got caught in a whole bunch of fishing line, which actually caused a lot of damage to his throat area. If he decides to come back around, we might be able to point that out. But if you ever get a chance to get close, you may see a lot of scars, and it looks like it almost has a weird cut off area. So because of those injuries, unfortunately Sheldon cannot eat very large pieces of food. He has to eat very small, select pieces, and we have to do it nice and slowly and make sure the food is going exactly where it should be going. So for that reason, Sheldon is going to be making his home more or less here at the Florida Aquarium for the rest of his life. Same with a lot of our other sea turtles you can see throughout our aquarium, including Flip, our green sea turtle, and Ludwig, our pimp squid.
All right, another question from Localism, Florida. Is there a particular reef that the staghorn corals can be returned to?
Is there a particular reef that staghorn corals can be returned to? I believe most of our staghorn corals are mostly being actually replanted down at the Florida Keys. Staghorn is an Atlantic species, so most of you got work where these corals are native to. I know Matt works a little bit more with the corals. That sound right?
Yes, so I planted a staghorn and elkhorn coral all along the Florida Keys and a little bit up toward Miami and the West Palm area. But I know that anywhere staghorn can grow, it can be replanted.
Yep, so we're just trying to work a little bit more of that coral, just replant it any way we can. We do want most of you to be focusing just on our Atlantic seas what you get to, and that's why we're always engaging that coral spawns down in the Florida Keys.
Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching Thursday's episode of C-SPAN. Join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. to watch Alyssa interact with our rat snakes. Until next time, bye guys.
That's all.
See you guys.